Okay, so heading out to the garage, we have to chat. So I ordered the Cartboy short shifter and bushing kit for the Beast, and my IAG transmission mount. I didn't realize, but they had sent me the 5-speed, and when I started to do the unboxing of it for you guys the other day, I didn't realize it until I saw the 5MT that was laser etched onto the mount. And then on top of it, it was the street edition and not the competition with the red 90 bushings. So I had to get a hold of IAG. The trans mount, it took, let's see, 12, 13 days for it to get here. And so I called them up and I told them, hold on. So I called IAG. IAG said, well, what kind of car do you have? And it's like, well, dude, you shot me the quote. I've got 7 emails. And in the very first email, I gave you all of the information for this car. So it's just funny because the short shifter is different for a 5-speed than a 6-speed because it doesn't have the reverse lockout on it. And they sent the right short throw shifter. They sent the right bushings, but they didn't send the right trans mount, which is, you would hope that whoever was picking that stuff off the shelf would go, hey, wait a second, something's not adding up. I mean, even if it was a STI swap WRX, you would still, everything would still be for one transmission or the other. There's no way to mix and match that. So anyways, well, I called them and told them, and they're like, well, what we're going to do is we'll send you a shipping label. You're going to put it in a box. When we receive it, we'll go ahead and put your mount in the box and send it back to you. Mind you, I have just waited 12 days for this mount to get here. So we're talking another 12 days for it to get back to IAG. We're at 24 days. However many days they decide to sit on it before they put my mount back in the box and send it back to me. We'll just say they do it that day and somehow get it back out into shipping the same day, right? Now we're at 36 days from date of purchase to date of receiving the actual product. So I flat out told IAG, I was like, look, I think his name was Jeff or Jared, something like that. Like, check it out. This is what's going to happen. I'm going down to UPS. I am putting this mount in a box, and I am shipping it back to you. As soon as I get it into the hands of UPS, you are putting my 6-speed mount in a box, and you're doing the same thing. I'll take a video of me dropping it off. I'll take pictures. I'll send you the receipt. Whatever the hell it is. But you are sending mine out when I send yours out. And I'm not waiting 36 days for my product. I mean, if that was the case, I would have just bought somebody else's shit that was far cheaper than the $250 mount. I mean, I could have went with Klein and got motor mounts and transmission mount and everything for less than what I paid for that one mount, you know? So I flat out told him that. I was like, you're going to lose a customer unless this is how it's going to happen. And so he spoke with Adam, I guess, and they authorized it. But they still didn't want to do anything to make up for all the bullshit. And it wasn't on my end. It wasn't a mix-up I done. I didn't accidentally give them the wrong make and model. I didn't give them the wrong VIN number. I didn't give them the wrong anything. It was them. Whoever picked the part picked the wrong part. Last time they were cool about it and they sent me like a free shirt. No big deal. Like, wow, that was great, dude. But this time around, it's kind of like they just don't give a shit. They've had so many sales, I guess. They don't care if they lose a customer, which sucks because I hate buying one company's part and then switching to another company's part. But, I mean, it is what it is. The motor mounts, they're all the same. Nobody's special when it comes to the motor mounts, unlike the trans mount. So, I don't know. Maybe if they give me a discount on the motor mounts for this, I'll buy them through them. Otherwise, I'm going somewhere else. I don't care if I buy Torque Solutions. I swore them off because they ripped off my buddy's product, but whatever. It is what it is. So you burned me once and don't even say you're sorry. Like that's the bare minimum. I expect I'm sorry, dude. What can I do to make this right? Because that's exactly what I would do to you guys, to anybody. Like, if I wronged you in some way, I would apologize and I would see what I could do to make things better. I wouldn't just be like, well, eat a dick. Eat a big fat bowl of dicks. Slurp on them, do whatever you want. Enjoy that bowl of dick. So, on other news, White Line's gonna send me the right bushing because that thing will never fit. And they try to tell me, oh, well, that's for the OEM mount, not our mount. It doesn't matter. It still wouldn't fit. So they're gonna be sending me the right ones, and that'll be nice. I also have two other things that are going to go in the car with the short throw shifter. They're being hand machined right now. And I'll give you guys a little preview. I'll show you what it is. So it's this part right here and this part right here is going to be handmade for me. One of a kind. I mean, you guys could have one made too if you want. But this is just like a regular Killer Bee spherical ball, and that's pretty much what I'm going to get. And then the reverse lockout will be an OEM version of this, but it's going to be hand machined all. So, and then we'll do the entire shift package, I guess you'd say, and bushings and everything. Boom, one shot. I'll put my parts on, and then I'll do the transmission mount. I also have a part coming that's being hand built that will go back in there. And there's something that coils around it, kind of like a snake. So those should be finished being hand built and valved and everything sometime next week. So possibly the week after I should get them. What else? So I got that. There's something else. Oh yeah. So last but not least, look, I'm pretty sure these brakes are the OEM rotors, and nobody's bothered to fix them or turn them when they put new pads on them. And when I bought the car from the company I bought it from, they told me they'd just put new pads and everything on it, so I didn't pay attention. And I've literally had this car for 6,000 miles in like the last 2 years. And yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can get these turned. If they will turn them, it's only $14 a rotor to have them turned. And then I'll just buy some like badass Hawk pads that are like $200 a piece or whatever, or $200 a set. Just run those really nice hawk pads on OEM rotors because, you know, metal's metal. There's really no reason to go with an aftermarket rotor unless you're going with like some crazy two-piece that's aluminum core or whatever and with a steel ring on it. That's the only thing you'd be doing is weight saving, and unsprung weight is tremendous if you can shave any off of unsprung. That's why lightweight wheels will really fucking help you out. Like you go to the dyno with OEM wheels and then come back 5 minutes later with some gram lights, you'll have like a 30 horsepower game. And it's simply because the wheels are lighter and the unsprung weight, like 1 pound of unsprung weight's like 10 pounds of sprung weight. So you shave 5 pounds of wheel off, that's like shaving your body 200 pounds, you know? So, yeah. So I'll be doing the brakes or something with the brakes. There's a local company here that's just amazing. Even the dealerships take their cars there to get brakes done and stuff. They don't even do them in-house because this guy's so amazing. But yeah, those are the videos that are coming. I'm literally just waiting on the hand fab parts to finish being fabricated. And then they'll be here. And in the midst of all this, I am going to make my own titanium parts. So I'm going to start with the front upper radiator hose, and then possibly I think I'm going to build the lower radiator hose, even though you can't really see it. If you're going to do one, you might as well do the other. So I'm going to build the front one, up top front. I'm going to make 2 of them. I'm going to send the other one to, oh God, what's his name? That kid who's got the Subaru channel just sold his BRZ and he's doing the EG swapped STI. I forget his name, but I told him I'd send him one of my new parts. So if anybody else wants one, hit me up. I'll figure out a price. The one I'm sending him is going to be free for him. That's going to cost me though probably about $100 in parts, and then maybe like another $50 in labor. So about $150 probably is what I'd charge for them, which is a far cry cheaper than RK titanium, which is like $225 without bluing. If you want me to blue it, I won't charge you extra to blue the goddamn thing. Maybe $5 more. Yeah, we'll just call it $155 if you want me to blue it. Anyways, that's what's in the future. Yeah. Maybe bend up some radiator shroud plates too in titanium. And then maybe an alternator belt cover. Those are pretty much the 3 things that I can do that I have equipment for. So yeah, if anybody wants one, hit me up and we'll try and make arrangements and stuff. I'm not going to be super fast about it. Just keep that in mind. If you want the titanium stuff, I'm going to have to wait for it to get to my shop. And then I'll have to wait for my TIG welder to have some time to TIG it up and cut it and everything, do all the pie cuts. Because we're not going to do like the radial. I think the pie cuts look so sick. So everything will be pie cut for the tubing anyways. And then yeah, so I'll probably just send you guys like the piece of pipe, and then you guys can figure out your own couplers and stuff. So that's it for now anyways. A little preview into the future.